Hello. Hear me? Yes. Oh, I can't. I can't hear you. No, I can. Jesus Christ, I am exhausted. Also, I forgot my fan today, so I'm slowly dying because of that. I definitely need to go off a bit earlier today. But I did get some kebab. Shit, I already got some in my... There you go, kebab. Mild sauce. I think I got some on my shirt right now, so let's see if that is a fixable thing. That's a napkin. Luckily, I do have a napkin. Excuse me. Oh. Some people can't eat in front of other people. I can't understand that. Yeah, alright.
今こっちこっちって声を実際出してて、そのチチって声が今聞こえたと思うんです。
鳥の言葉わかるんですか？
あ、わかりますよ。わかります。わかる。
A few days ago, I came across a very interesting video about animal linguistics, or specifically bird linguistics, by Professor Toshitaka Suzuki. He's the first person in the world to provide conclusive evidence that
今こっちこっちって声
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, man. Fucking knew that that birds could talk and
実際出してて、そのチチって声が今聞こえたと思うんです。
鳥の言葉わかるんですか？
あ、わかりますよ。わかります。わかる。
A few days ago, I came across a very interesting video about animal linguistics, or specifically bird linguistics, by Professor Toshitaka Suzuki. He's the first person in the world to provide conclusive evidence that birds use language to communicate between themselves. Now, when you hear this, you might think, oh, that's obvious. I thought we always knew that animals talk. And to be fair, that's often portrayed to be the case in digital media. But from a scientific standpoint, that's never been the case. Traditionally, animal sounds were thought to reflect emotion, not meaning. So things like fear, hunger, courtship, more natural responses rather than an active means to express something specific like we do with our words. It's been this way since the days of Aristotle, who argued that only humans were capable of complex speech, and this idea has persisted even to recent publications. And even if you look at biology books nowadays, you'll find that many note that animals are able to make noises for things like mating or hunger, but none talk about the actual language and linguistics behind it. The idea that language is specific, targeted, and refers to the world around us is very different to noise that is expressing something. And from that perspective, Professor Suzuki is the first person to provide evidence of this through years of meticulous experiments. He spent 20 years studying a species of birds known as the Japanese tit. For simplicity, I'll just call it the tit bird or the bird throughout this video. And he proves that birds are really using language quite similar to us to communicate as well. And his findings prove that the tit bird don't only use words or noise to communicate, but instead use sentences. And these sentences need to have the right grammar in order for them to be understood and convey the right meaning. As an example, in English, dog bites man versus man bites dog conveys two completely different things. Now, all this is very novel, but most people at this point would probably be a little bit skeptical about how he actually proves this. So let's take a step back and introduce how all of this even began. Suzuki says he's always been fascinated by the way nature speaks. As a child, he's listened to birds outside his window and always felt like they were communicating something more. On his lab profile online, he proudly claims, "In high school, I acquired binoculars and became deeply interested in bird watching, which eventually led me to study the cause of the Japanese tit in universities. For me, it began all with the simple question, why do the tit birds produce so many different calls?" And at first, he didn't pay too much attention to it.
Isn't it crazy that like one item can change a person's life?
But his natural curiosity and eye for detail soon led him to realize that these calls were far from random and were often distinct from one another. So let's take a quick look at a few examples of their calls that we'll take a deeper look at in this video, and just pay attention to how different they are from one another. That first sound you heard is the sound the tit bird makes in order to attract a mate. And keep in mind there's going to be a lot of onomatopoeia in this video to try and reproduce the sound of the birds. It also doesn't help that the original video and book that Suzuki writes all use the Japanese onomatopoeia, so I'll do my best to translate. But after his graduation, Suzuki decides to dive deeper into really finding out more about these birds, and he decides to conduct his studies in the region of Mount Asama, which is a beautiful lush area in the Nagano region. And it's the natural habitat for not only the Japanese tit, but many other animals as well. And to observe the titbird in closer detail, he creates a number of birdhouses with a camera inside and installs them all across the forest, which allows him to observe their daily life closely. And he ends up spending the majority of his time every year paying close attention to the lives of these birds. In the forest, he finds these birds have a lot of natural predators, like crows, wildcats, and even small bears. And one of their most dangerous predators is the Japanese rat snake, because unlike their other predators, it can invade nest holes and attack their young or when they're resting. So now let's take a look at some of his findings. On June 10th, 2008, while Suzuki was recording birds, he notices a call he has never heard before. Pay close attention to this sound. This really confused him because remember, at this point he has spent years observing these birds every single day, but he had never heard this call before, so he couldn't help but wonder what was going on. And when he paid closer attention, he noticed that next to the bird that was making the jar sound, there was a snake that was slowly crawling on the ground nearby. And at first he thought maybe it was an alert call that the Japanese tit makes when there's a predator nearby. And he decided to test this by conducting an experiment where he would introduce different predators near the nest. And what he found was that when crows, wildcats, or other predators were nearby, they usually made this sound. Pitsby. He wasn't sure of it at the time, but he later finds out that this is the general alert call to indicate to other birds that there is a predator nearby. But going back to the story, when a snake was close, every time they made the jar sound, and he thought to himself, now this is really interesting, but it's still quite far from conclusive evidence that jar necessarily means snake. So he records the various alert calls and plays them through a speaker to observe how they would react.
で次やったことは鳴き声を録音してスピーカーから聞かせたときにシジュウカラがどう反応するのか見てみる。聞かせてみると、それを聞いたシジュウカラは今度はあたかも蛇を探すかのように鳴き声を聞いただけなのに地面をじっと見たんですね。でこれまさに言葉になってるって僕はこの時確信しました。
He was excited by his findings so far, but he knew that he needed to be even more meticulous with his experiments to really show if it was true. For example, jar could just refer to be alert for predators on the ground, rather than specifically referring to a snake. So he takes his experiment one step further. He thinks of a way to test his theory via something called mental image, or mental misidentification. And this experiment is often used on humans to show that words have an effect on how we see things. So first, take a look at this image. If I told you this resembled a dog, your mind will naturally associate the image with that of a dog facing left. Whilst if I told you this was a cat, you'd likely imagine an image of a cat facing right. So if the Japanese tit hears jar and then misidentifies something for a snake, then we can conclude that the word jar refers to snake. So to try this, he designed an experiment where he first plays the jar sound through a speaker to try signal there is a snake nearby. He then ties a rope to a stick and slowly drags it up the tree to replicate the movement of how snakes usually climb up the tree. And the plan is to see whether the tit bird will try to approach the stick and verify if it's a snake or not. Here is a live clip of one of the experiments.
画面の右側に実はスピーカーが置いてあって、スピーカーからジャージャー流す。で、シジュウカラが近くに来たので枝を動かしてやるとこう確認しに来るんです。
You can see when the jar sound is played, the bird doesn't just react randomly. It specifically approaches the tree branch in search for something that looks like a snake, in this case, the stick. That shows it formed a mental image of what the sound refers to and tried to look for things that most closely resembled its mental image of a snake. Over the next 4 years, he tries different iterations of this experiment, where instead of the jar sound, he uses the general alarm sound, pitsby, or changes how the stick moves, and finally concludes, after 4 long years, that animals don't just have emotions, but are able to properly indicate objects, and jar does in fact mean snake, in the same way that we use words and nouns in human language.
でその結果、ようやくですね、動物にも 感情だけじゃなくてちゃんとものを示す能力がある。じゃあイコール蛇という単語になっていることが分かってきたわけです。
As Professor Suzuki continues his research, he finds that birds can even combine words to form sentences, and that these sentences actually have similarities and complexities in syntax or grammar, just like we do with our own sentences. And one of the words he notices is frequently used in sentences is the pitsby sound, and he finds that the titbirds make this noise when they sense some kind of danger. In other words, it's an alert call. The second sound that they often make is this sound here.
例えば仲間を呼ぶときはこうじじじと鳴く。どういうときに呼ぶかというと、例えばですね、こうひまわりの種を見つけたときなんてこう仲間を呼んでじじじというんですね。でそうすると2羽目のシジュウカラがやってきて餌を見つけることが
GGGGG, almost like a shaker. And this sound is used to call its friends over, almost like a gather command. They often use this as a way to call for help or to tell their friends to come over for food in the area. And he soon notices that the pitsby and GGGG calls are often used together, and it sounds something like this. So why are they doing that? Well, if you look closely, you'll notice that in the middle of the video, there's a larger bird. It's a bit hard to see, but it looks a little bit like a shrike. And Suzuki comments that this is a carnivorous bird that is commonly seen around the area. And when they're alone, the titbirds have no chance of winning one-on-one. But in groups, they can fend off and even chase away the predator. So he makes the guess that in this context, the command pitsby plus GGG simply means be on alert and gather together. So he records this cry, and first he plays around different speakers in the forest, and sure enough he notices that the titbird do indeed respond and approach the speaker, and they begin to look around for signs of danger. It's clear they tell themselves there's something suspicious out there, but they can't quite figure out what it is yet. And he does this hundreds of times, right? So it's quite funny, all the poor birds that fly around the forest thinking that their friends are in need of help and need to get there and find nothing but a speaker. Anyway, he thinks to himself, okay, why don't we take this one step further? And he designs an experiment where he places a model of a shrike on the page before he plays the recording Pitsby GGG. And sure enough, you can see the titbirds flying close and flapping its wings to try and scare the shrike away.
そうすると今度は羽をパチパチやりながら威嚇しながらモズを追い払おうとするんです。
And before long, you can see that more and more of its friends gather around to try and scare the shrike away. So he concludes from this that the combination of Pitsby GGG means alert and gather together. But then he has another thought.
さらに面白いことにシジュウからピーツピジジ警戒集まれって組み合わせるときに必ずその語順に組み合わせます。でひっくり返して鳴くことがないんですね。 だからひっくり返して編集して聞かせてみるという実験もしました。
So with the power of editing, he tests this idea. He does an experiment where he plays the two calls this time in reverse. GGG Pitsby.
GGG ピーツピとシジュウカラが鳴かない語順で聞かせてみる。でそうするとですね、周りにシジュウカラがいてモズの剥製を置いてあるのに誰も追い払いに来ないんですよね。
This time, even though there were titbirds near the speaker, none of them try to come closer and scare away the shrike. So this is pretty amazing. It provides conclusive evidence that birds are indeed using language and words to communicate. And on top of that, there is depth to this communication in the form
those birds here in Sweden, actually.
Of grammar. Once he discovers this, he mentions that he was pretty excited at the time, but as he continues his research, he quickly realizes something, that this is a huge discovery for humans, but it might actually be very natural in the world of birds, because he notices that the tree sparrows, who also live in the same region as the Japanese titbirds, have always seemed to understand the cries from the titbirds, and may even use it as a cautionary warning for nearby predators. What you see here is footage that Suzuki took of a park in Tokyo, and you can see that first the sparrows are on the ground looking for food, First, he plays GGG, meaning gather, which does not signal any danger, and there's no response from the sparrows. Next, he plays the recording Pitsupi and Hihihi. Now, Hihihi is the word for hawk, and the effect is almost instantaneous with the sparrows taking flight to the trees. So, in other words, birds or animals are able to
That's crazy, man.
communicate amongst themselves. At the end of one of his presentations, Professor Suzuki poses the question, if animals can communicate amongst themselves, will there be a future where we will also be able to communicate directly with animals? He believes that we can. He goes one step further to suggest that what's needed to do this is not AI or other technologies, but rather the most important thing is a curious mind, and to really pay attention to the world around us. He says that humans have assumed for over 2,000 years that we are the only ones with language, and as a result, we have become both complacent and ignorant to the world around us. He ponders if one day our ancestors were able to understand the languages of other animals, and he hopes to further the field of study for animal linguistics in the future. Finally, he encourages each of us to really observe our animals' companions around us and to understand what they're thinking and saying. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Oh. Let's boot it up. I mean, I checked some guides, or I checked a little bit the information. If my current build is doable, and they say kinda. It does give me the breeding room that I kinda liked. There's some new cool skins available for Arc Reader now as well. There's a new season. Our biggest expansion available now. You haven't even released the game, bro. How can you say that you have released an expansion if you haven't even released the game? That's some real bullshit right there, man. Let's see if we can play it today, maybe. Oh. Is there a reason it doesn't want to hook into it? Windowed full screen. Keep changes. Is it because I'm running on Let's use it. Just what? All right. Windows. Why do I have two? Oh shit. Revert. Why? Now the display capture won't even show. What the fuck? Oh. Maybe because of that. There we go. I think. Okay. There we go.
Best think twice before doing that here.
Can I switch now since I still need one more? Okay, so that's spirit. Okay, cool. Evasion rate.
This hooded one is here. Anything take your fancy? Deal.
Level 3. All the weekend that I already have. These are all the ones I can get, I guess. Lightning rod. That's the one. No. I missed. Storm Lance, that's the one we need. That's gonna be our single target for bosses later. Because I looked at a build that uses this as their main DPS, so yeah. We want to go down here. That much I'm sure of. Maybe we should go here, here, and down here. Go up here, here. Instead of these two. That could be nice, right? Instead of this too. Gives us damage. But we're not gonna get damage anytime soon. And I think we went with the wrong archetype. But,
Tired of the slaughter yet? Feeling lucky? Bye then.
That's
I'm picking up another runestone nearby.
The hunt is on. Straight through the heart.
Here they are.
Good work. Another one, and the same result. On the bright side, it seems there's only one more signature left in the region. Seek it out.
I should see if there's like a distance increase again. Put that in here. That would be cool. So I can dash a long distance and just. The distance is pretty long right now. It would be cool if I could. Yeah, it's kind of that's okay. What's this?
Naught but bad energy about that. I should ask Finn what's what. Where are those locusts headed?
So, wow, I was right to be
This
worried.
is
They're still
ominous.
making something's wrong, Hero. So please, check in on the Enclave. Good luck, Hero. But now, I'm gonna get while the getting's good.
Down you go!
They're lasting a lot longer now. What can we get? Salt of the world, okay. Uncut support.
What kind of beast could do something like this? Proof of my prowess! I'll not make the journey home like that.
Hello. I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that catch your eye, it's beautiful. I accept. I like this one. I will treasure it.
Level 4 skill again. Oh, okay, so we need level 5. Yes.
How's the clearing? Here's what I got. Till next time.
Okay, what's this? Anything freighter? Let's see. What do we have? Freighter. That's the village. Freighter is the side area. That's the ritual altar, so can listen. Side area.
The thrill of the hunt. Stretch through the app.
Can't believe it. The whole bloody place has gone mad. First, please.
So there's one over here.
Have enough in my pack already.
Oh shit, I'm gonna go down.
Stretch through the art. These half-wits seek to summon something better left well alone.
Oh. I see.
Pack's full.
Where is it? Lost. This is not it. This is above, above. Right. Where's the... Not it. Or this is what I was looking for. Need to go up. Oh. Oh, it could go.
I've enough in my pack already.
Now I just wonder. Now let's go back.
Why, look, you're feeling lucky.
Armor, hammer, shield. Evasion rating. Nice.
Not bad.
Okay.
Boy, then.
Oh. Starting items if I make another character. And I guess we can save.
Hello. Who knows what prizes are here?
My
Not even sure I picked that up. Bye then.
I don't know about getting if I can get those back or lose from you.
How can I help? Take a look. If you find a find out there, anything take your fancy?
Oh, you can, okay.
You'll survive well in that.
That's okay. We need to get strength somehow. Somehow we need to get strength. We can get mid shield. Not really a problem right now, though. Here we have attack speeds. We don't need anything like that. Explosive. Disengage, maybe. I don't see anything. Mid-shield is what I need. And I don't think that's enough. Is it? It is. Okay. Get me some zombies.
Stretch through the art.
That's it. Again, really.
Something tells me we've not seen the last of him.
So the cultists really did have a king lurking out there in the shadows. Shame. I might have followed him myself if he'd simply promised decent meals instead. Thank you, hero. It's not the result I was hoping for, but at least I know the truth. Clearfell's all I have left now. If I was a drinking man, it'd be a sobering thought. See ya.
Oi, here's what I got. Might make good scrap. Go well.
Hello. Who knows what prizes await? See you.
Yes.
Oof, an amulet. I did one.
It seems shadows haunt us both.
Quest item. Oh, okay. It's persistent. Herald of Thunder, the one we needed actually. That's crazy, man. Nice. Pretty sure that's the one we wanted. Wind down. While active, killing shocked enemies with non-herald attack. I won't. I'm pretty sure that's the one we need. A row amount? What? Trinity. That sounds fun. For this build, I think this is the one I'm gonna go with. Okay. I think we can have 6 skeletons now, also. Let's go back here. 2 bosses left. So
I'm picking up another runestone nearby.
haven't you? Oh, okay.
Lightning strike twice!
Nice. Yes, I have 6 skeletons now. I thought you already did that one. I can scale them again, så cool. Walking. Nice.
Back off!
This is great zone. Oh shit. Fire of the Beast Master. What the fuck?
So you're what's been feasting on the livestock. I've been itching for a good hunt. Feisty, are we?
Where do you go?
Another fool beast.
They're really I lost him. One sec. Is that okay? Wow. I guess I have to redo the whole thing now. Since I lost the track of him.
I've been itching for a good hunt. Feisty, are we? No beast alive can best me. Pack's full.
Oh, what is this? Passive skill points, weapon skills, weapon set skill, passive skill points. What's that? Am I missing something? What's that? What is that? Two of those. Oh damn, people are gone today. Zero interaction from chat. I don't know if someone is watching, it's just dead. And I don't have any scrolls either. Alright.
I've enough in my pack already.
Let's do that. And one button again. Logics. Okay, so now I need to go through farm. Let's find farm entrance.
Come on! Stretch through the art.
Discipline.
I've enough in my pack
I think that's the
already.
Malmö region. Alright.
Yes? Please, take your time. Another for my collection. Thank you.
First amulets.
Oh, I like this one.
Stun fire.
I will treasure it.
Rest. Nice. Precision could be good. Area damage to be. I think the spirit is the way to go. If I sacrifice one zombie, I can get precision, but. Lightning. This one maybe makes the lightning strikes cause more damage. And this one. Maybe. Maybe we should put rapid attack, guitar. Put lightning on that as well, maybe. This one maybe? Oh. Oh, I see. Elemental focus, mid-tier, utility expert, damage. Yes. I don't know, that could work, I don't know. This one says this one scares with spells. The precision is the best one, it says. Because the lightning bolts are hits. So that's why it's better. So if I lose one. Then you can get precision. What's it called? Elemental focus. Middle attack. Elemental ornament. Maybe. This again. They are recommending it against it. I don't agree, but I guess I will listen. Yes, we will listen. I need level 3 skills, so level 4. Race on. Oh shit. Press. No, it looks pretty good. Character. I don't like the hair though. The hair needs to be blonde hair on a hunter is like not good. It stands out. Yeah, level 4 ones.
Lightning strike twice! Die!
I found it.
Well then, at last, what's there to talk about?
Last dive.
Ah, so
Stretch through the art. make the journey home like that. Stretch through the app. Broken me prowess. Pack's full.
That's it. The last one. We've done it. The
And
energy-
where is it?
Those ancient woods. That's where it's leading us.
Guess we're not done with the Grellwood just yet.
Cool.
I'm bent double as is.
Alright. Okay. Continue down.
Lightning strike plus! Mine! I'll not make the journey home like that.
Let's go with that one. That's a room. Energy shield. Hat. Lasso ring. Increase lightning damage. Perfect. I still have the loot. But I found the entrance and I still found the loot. Must be here though. Neat. Yeah.
I'll not make the journey home like that. Una will thank me for this, no doubt. Nary an inch spared the flames.
Let's see.
You found my loot. I think I shall.
Weapons at passive skill points. What does that mean? I have no idea. I have no idea. Someone please explain to me.
Owner's house. You've caught me. Who knows what prizes await? Deal. Not bad. See you.
Oh, why not? Why not, man? Why not?
Hey, take a punt. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but cheers.
Let me check here.
Down you go! Take this!
Victim. Oh shit. Wild plume? What's a hot wild plume? Risen pile. Risen pile, okay. I think that's a currency. Ooh. That could be something. Conductive runes. Frost Flame Nova. Fragments of the past. Ooh. Cold. Vernal March. Wardroom Wart. Detonate living. I don't see. One that is good. That's the only thing I see that could be useful for. Okay.
Straight through the air! That's the rill of the hunt!
Let's try it out. Runic Ward. How do you get that? Runic war constantly generates at a rate of 5 per second. I see. Where can you see that? Alright, I have no idea. It's like calling the week, I guess. Read that thing. Oh, it's the workshop. This is probably the wrong place right now. Oh, checkpoint. There it is. Alright, so how... Okay. Select 101. Life damage.
You found my tool. What would you like? I'll find some use for that.
It's pretty good.
make good scrap.
I don't have any man issues right now. Really?
Might make good scrap. Go well.
Salvage bench. Sockets, I have one here. I didn't get the thing back. No, I didn't.
Foul face. Lightning strikes twice.
Are they all dead? Let's see how far we can go actually. There's a checkpoint here, so.
They've all gone mad! Don't do this. Stop. Just wait. Surely we can...
No escape. Not this time.
Great will take you, bastard! You had your chance to kill me. Now it's my turn.
What? Oh shit. Alright. Let's not play.
They've all gone mad! Don't do this. Stop. Just wait. Surely we can...
No escape. Not this time.
Great will take you, bastard! Heart of the storm!
Time is up. Take their heads or I kill
Don't do this. Stop. Just wait. Surely we can... Great will take you, bastard! You had your chance to kill me. Now it's my turn.
Time is up.
Straight through the heart.
Time is up.
This is why evasion suck. Yes, you know. I don't have enough. That one's better. Armor and evasion rating. Maybe even. Let me see what I have it. Yeah. That's pretty good. Got a good mix of both there.
Don't do this. Stop. Just wait. Surely we
Will
can...
make me lesser be able to survive, I think.
Great will take you, bastard! You had your chance to kill me. Now it's my turn.
I survived that somehow. I would have killed me otherwise. The army did it. Maybe I should use this, maybe. How about I do that? You should go over there. While powering. Life recovery and mana recovery. So if I go with a parry build, I go this way. If I just do a normal build, I go this way. And then we can go. Okay. That's might be enough. I have a very keynote here, I think. To take that one for projectile damage. This one doesn't do anything. Was what's this? Oh, these are skill points, right? I can say it 1. What does it mean? Allocating points for weapon set 1. Okay, I don't know. And His attack damage. Projectile damage, that's pretty good. Pretty good one. It's only projectile damage. That's really good. Go with those. Lightning speed counts as a projectile. Take this actually first. And then continue up here, get these nodes. After that, go up there. Or we just build up down here with the spears. Could just do that and then let's try. Let's see. Oh, what are we doing now? 45. And it lie.
Stop. Just wait. Surely we can.
No escape. This time.
Great wolf, you bastard! You had your chance to kill me. Now it's my turn. Lightning strike plus!
I was out of that shit. I was out of it. I was fucking out of it.
Stop! Just wait! Surely we can.
No escape. Not this time.
Great wolf, you bastard! You had your chance to kill me. Now it's my turn. Straight through the arm. Step by step, I walked the road till I punctured a high, but this were just as good.
The calling thing is kind of nice to have to see.
He killed Eamon. Just killed him. I... Clear, fellas.
Man ramparts. Oh. Boy.
For what it's worth, it isn't worth much.
Level 5. Let's go.
There is only one thing for certain. Count Gianor must die. He ordered the guard to round up everyone in the village, and when we resisted, They burned it to the ground. Enter the manor. Take our vengeance. Bye.
Stormlands. All right. Spearfill.
Barrage empowers your next attack to fire multiple times. If you have frenzy charges, this skill will consume them for additional repeats. Barrage empowers your next attack. Stormlance sticks into the ground, periodically zapping enemies with lightning. It can also consume a frenzy charge to overcharge and create a patch of shocked ground. Stormlance sticks into the ground. Spearfield rends the ground with spears. Enemies that walk over them. Rapid Assault performs 6 stabs in quick succession. The final strike hits a lot harder and leaves a spearhead stuck in the enemy, bleeding and slowing them. The spearhead can be detonated with a detonator skill like Thunderous Leap for an extra burst of damage. Rapid Assault performs 6 stabs in quick...
Thunderous Detonator. Detonator. Detonate. The lighting spear level 5. But I think Stormlance. It's gonna be it. These things did not work because I don't know why. I don't have any runic wards. I don't know how to get them.
Best think twice before doing that here.
Warbling slash. I don't like it.
There's a time and a place for violence.
What have we got? Here's what I've got.
Increase movement speed. That's a good thing. Galore. These are really fucking expensive. They used to be. I don't know if they are right now.
That will be useful.
Yeah.
Deal. Stick to the cairns.
Why not? I have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, I don't think that's good. Elemental ornament, level 2. This elemental arrow. I don't have enough strain for it. Rapid attack. Really large spear, so I can upgrade them. Wallet. Give me an extra one. Detonation. Alright. Long duration. Long duration could be nice. But I need strength for that. Okay, so that's for the one.
Folk won't take kindly to that.
I just want to try it out. See how it feels. A little bit.
Lightning shot his bone! Submit!
It's kind of nice build, but no, kind of like it. Yeah, I need to go now. Oops. Come. Oh. Well, yeah, thank you guys for watching. No one says nothing in chat today, which is kind of suspicious. Not even the scammers. Let's just check if I'm actually online. Yep. I'm online. Well, nobody likes perfect, so I guess. Yeah, I will. I don't think I'm gonna be on tomorrow, to be honest. I'm gonna have to sit all day tomorrow. Try to finish all the things I need to do. It's gonna be like a whole day study sesh for me. So don't expect me to be online. I'm just saying. But yeah. Bye.